Now coming to the point, different types of organic compounds. Organic compounds, first of all, we will discuss about the hydrocarbons. The alcohol, aldehyde, ketone, carboxylic acid, ether, halides, these are not now in your syllabus. Only up to this alkyne is up to in your syllabus. So who are alkene, alkene and alkyne? Alkane are those elements where only single bond between carbon atoms are there. For example, methane. Alkenes are those elements where one or more double bonds are there in a carbon chain, and alkynes are those where triple bond is present. Example, ethane. Here you see one carbon atom joining hand with 3 hydrogen atoms, so the fourth one is joining with the carbon atom. Here also same. Now in ethene, keep it mind, when double bond is there, we have to spell as alkene. Ethane has turned to ethene. When triple bond is present here, we will spell as ethyne. Here you see carbon atom joining hand with 1 hydrogen atom, and the rest 3 electron pairs are joining here with other carbon atoms. Keep it mind, in the same cases the 4 electrons are occupied. Now 1 is occupied by hydrogen atom, and the rest 3 are shared by this triple bond formation. By this way, triple bond formation happens. Once more I am explaining. Here you see 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 lone pairs are there. For this carbon atom also there. Now if this one is not occupied by this any other atom, it will move towards here, formation of a double bond. This must happen for this lone pair also. So these two will come here, this electron, and share with each other towards formation of a double bond. This electron and this electron. Now after even formation of this double bond, there is no one to occupy this electron and this one also similarly simultaneously. Then they two will join their hands together to form this triple bond. By this way, double or triple bond formation takes place. Now different types of hydrocarbons. Who are hydrocarbons? Hydrocarbons are the compounds which are made up of only carbon and hydrogen atoms. Now how many types of hydrocarbons are there? There are mainly 2 types of hydrocarbons in organic chemistry. One is aliphatic and another is cyclic, or we may call it aromatic. Who are aliphatic hydrocarbons? Those who formed straight or branched organic compounds made up of carbon and hydrogen. And cyclic or aromatic means that those hydrocarbons forming the cyclic chain made up of carbon and hydrogen. Now these aliphatic hydrocarbons are made of 2 types. One is saturated and another is unsaturated. So what does saturation means? Saturation means where you will find that only single bonds are present, like that alkane, methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane and so on. So the formula is CnH2n plus 2 for the saturated hydrocarbons. Keep it mind that saturated hydrocarbons contain only single bonds. No double bonds are there. Means all the lone pairs are occupied by some other elements or other carbon atoms. So if I put 1 for N, it will be CH4, that is of methane. If it is 2, C2H6, that is of ethane. So always keep in mind the alkanes are those hydrocarbons containing only single bonds. Now the unsaturated one, the alkenes CnH2n. Here you see this plus 2 is being removed in case of alkenes. So alkenes are those hydrocarbons having double bond. Double bond formation is there. For example, if N is 1, then it will be CH2. Here it is actually not possible. C2H4. If N equal to 2, it will be C2H4. That is of ethene. In case of ethene, you will see that there is a double bond. I have already told that. Here you see in case of ethene there is a double bond. That is unsaturation, means one double bond may be there. Now another unsaturated hydrocarbon is alkyne. If it is 2, it will be C2H2. Not possible. The minimum is, sorry, it is possible, I'm sorry, C2H2. It will be ethyne. Here you see C2H2 ethyne. The unsaturation is because of this triple bond. So keep it in mind, in case of alkane there is only single bond. In case of alkene there are double bonds only. And in case of alkyne, the minimum number is of carbons should be 2, because in case difference is because if only one carbon is present here, the other 4 lone pairs can be occupied by 4 hydrogen atoms. This is saturation. But here, as it is unsaturated, their minimum requirement for carbon is, that is of 2. That is the basic difference between the alkynes and with alkanes. Means here the minimum carbon number of carbons is 1, here it is 2.